So Google just recently rolled out AI mode, and this means that it's going to affect your SEO if you are trying to get more leads and customers through Google organic traffic. So to give you a glimpse, AI mode is going to be as similar as Search GPT, the search functionality that you now have in Chat GPT, wherein basically your question is answered instead of showing the web page results. So this is what we can expect to see going forward. And I know right now this AI mode is not rolled out everywhere. It's only in the US right now, at the time of filming this video at least. It's just in the US, but I'm pretty sure it will reach in Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia soon. Now, if you have been in SEO for a while, you might think that what's new in this? We, anyways, have Google's AI overviews, then we have the local map pack, Google's sponsored ad listings shows up. But the thing over here is we no longer see the web page listings. Like, literally, you can see at the center of the screen zero web page results. I mean, sure, you'll see the citations here when you click on these the link icon. You'll see in the right sidebar that you have the web page listings. But again, if all the content is going to be extracted out and shown over here on your AI mode SERPs, then who would even bother to click on the source website? Again, this is different than AI overviews. AI overviews used to take a relatively small portion of, at the top of the SERPs, and it still showed web page results. Now, you can think of it like an entire result generated by AI. Although you'll indeed have an option to check out all the web page results by clicking here in the All tab, but I'm not sure if that's what they are going to keep it in the long run. Or worse, even if Google decides that they're going to keep this All tab, do you actually think the users would click on this All tab just because you created a website and put in all the efforts to create free content? Hell no. They'll get the answer to their question from the AI mode and move on. So the risk over here is very high. As a business owner, you'd want to get free leads from Google. But if all you're doing is creating informational content on your website, then chances are that people are never going to click on it. These web pages here are all listicles. They are talking about these specific products. So even if you are in the top 3 results, as you can see, now we don't even see top 5 or top 10. It's just a game of top 3. So even if you are in the top 3 results, I already know what are the best running shoes. As I scroll down, I can maybe search or ask AI mode to give me different reviews. So it will help me generate and extract out all the information without me having to click on other websites like, there's Capterra, then there's Product Hunt, there's Trustpilot. I no longer have to go over to different websites. I can see all the reviews listings right here in the AI mode screen. So once again, I no longer have to click over any of the web page listings here. Eventually, after doing my single query research, I pretty much have made up my mind, and whatever Google suggests me the best place, I can even search that best place to buy in LA, and whatever results Google will give me, I'm most likely to buy from that particular business. As you can see, it shows me different Google My Business listings, few store options, and bunch of other listing options. You can see there's a map. So if you're thinking about posting a lot of blog articles on your website and start like a big blog portal because you think educating your prospects about your offering will bring in more leads, then boy, you're really going to struggle. At least from what it looks from right now, you are definitely going to struggle. Google wants to be, it's very clear that Google wants to be top of the funnel and possibly even middle of the funnel content platform. Google, just like, Facebook and Instagram, don't want you to click on other entities. What I mean is basically other people's website. They want you to lock in and stay on Google as long as you can. So forget it if you think that Google is still a search engine like how it used to, reward website owners before. It's not going to anymore. Google, to sustain the competing market, they have become like a large language model essentially, just like OpenAI and ChatGPT to compete with other competitors. Sure, Google did rely on organic listings in the earlier days, but then it started to give preferences to those who were, running ads, Because let's be honest here, they want to make money. Google is not a non-profit organization, it's a business. They have to make money, and ads bring in 80% or more for in the form of revenue for their business. So they definitely gave more preference to ads. Then what they did next was they started their own entries like Google My Business to show all the local business and listings. They killed Yelp. We have Just Dial here in India. So there are a bunch of other citations and local listing platforms that they killed just with the help of Google My Business. And despite the video tab, they they actually now show the YouTube video and Instagram reels and Facebook videos in the all tab. So you see what is happening over here. They have started giving preference to their own real estate, Google's own real estate, YouTube, Google My Business. They are giving preferences to, you know, few regions in US. They have Google sites, so they're going to give more preference to that as well. So all this thing is making it very clear that Google doesn't care about your website anymore. They don't care about what type of content you post. If you're posting informational content, it will be surely extracted out with the help of their semantic knowledge system, and you won't be credited. I mean, you will be with the help of this citation icon, but again, there's no point if users are not going to click on that web page link, you know. And even in the recent past, Google has been rewarding UGC platforms like Reddit, Quora, and LinkedIn to show up higher on the SERPs, even despite having more authority and more knowledge information on other web pages, having a higher DR and DA authority. But again, they are giving preferences to UGC platforms. So it's very clear that they don't care about your organic content. They have enough data points to run their semantic knowledge and keep running the AI cycle. So we are back to the $1,000,000 question. Is SEO dead? And are we going to suffer from it? Now, I don't know if you've been a nerd in your childhood like me, but I was a huge Pokemon fan. And, all those pocket monsters, they evolved into something new. I think SEO is doing the same thing over here. A few years ago, I remember people were saying that Web 2.0 is dead. We are now going to see Web 3.0 with all the NFT and crypto stuff. But fortunately or unfortunately, it turned out to be, a big bubble, and nothing really fell into place. But now I genuinely think that Web 3.0 or 4.0, whatever name you want to give it, is all going to be about AI and entity stacking. What I mean is basically, you know, you just can't solely rely on SEO anymore. You'll need to diversify into other marketing strategies as well. And we'll need to actually change what we care about when we talk in terms of our KPIs. And even though it's devastating news right now for agency owners like me here, but at the same time, one has to realize that it was bound to happen sooner or later. This door is slowly shutting down, but at the same time, I have this gut feeling that SEO 2.0 is going to open a few other doors as well. Why am I saying this, and how and why do you think that I'm being so confident and with my gut feeling? Because you have to understand this. Me doing here SEO, some other person running ads, some other doing social media, all of this is part of digital marketing. And the goal here is to get more customers, more leads, more inquiries to scale your business. So, do I mean to say that stop doing SEO and spend your entire life savings on ads and posting on social media? No. So, if you understand how lately Google searches have been, you'll see how it shows YouTube, it shows Reddit, it's going to show LinkedIn article, and then links to your landing page, sales copy, or your products. Like I have my digital product on Udemy. So, nobody's going to stop using Google overnight. You just can't have that entire user shift from one platform to another. I can definitely promise you that Google is not going to shut down overnight. So the idea and what I've been trying to say all this while is that business owners have to stop focusing on just their website alone. Try owning as much Google real estate as possible. So what I mean is you need to have presence everywhere. You need to be omnipresent. Your goal should no longer be about ranking and ranking on page 1, ranking on position 3, position 2 for this keyword and so on. Don't focus on vanity metrics anymore. Focus on your leads, how much customers you are getting, how much ROI you are getting. So This is the reality. Don't get overwhelmed by my drawing over here. Just try to understand it very calmly and accept that it is what it is. And to be honest, it's not a bad thing. View these things as more like an opportunity. Think of it as how you can be more omnipresent. And just like, Warren Buffett has been saying this for years, never lay all your eggs in one basket. I think that's applicable over here right now in the online marketing world too. Why do you think I post videos here on YouTube? Is it for fueling my ego? Is it to get more famous? No. It's I do this because I know what I'm doing in terms of SEO marketing. SEO isn't something revolutionary or intellectual property driven. And people have been doing this SEO for years, even before I was born. And for me to be able to stand out from the competition, I had to build trust and authority. And what better way than to, show up in front of the camera and speak with conviction about what I do, why I do, and how can I get others do the same. And in case if you want me to show you how you can syndicate your content, then make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment on the word below content syndicate. If this video gets 25 likes and 10 comments, then I'll surely post a video on Parasite SEO. So all these platforms mentioned here, think about how can you be visible, if not on all, then maybe on most. So I'll give you an example on how you can do it. You can see this is my SEO content funnel. We have the 3 stages, the tofu, mofu, and bofu. If you have not heard about this before, it's basically top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel is where you attract your cold leads. People don't know you, they are completely strangers to you, and this is where you actually establish a relationship with them. You actually build your authority and show you are expert in your field. Then you have the middle of the funnel content. Through this, you show how you stand out from your competition, and this is where you target those people who are warm audiences of yours and they might be on the verge of purchasing your offerings. Then finally, we have the bottom of the funnel content where people are ready to buy something from you, and that's essentially possible when you have a landing page or a product page on your website where they can do the transaction or book an appointment with you. So these are the content 3 stages of content funnel. Very easy, nothing complicated. You start at the bottom and slowly transition way up. But now what you need to understand is, instead of posting top of the funnel content on your website, which eventually will get buried on page 5 or 10, why not instead utilize that same content and repurpose them on your LinkedIn in the form of LinkedIn article, create a Reddit or Quora post and answer it through comments, or maybe even create infographics and post it on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. You could even create tweets or threads and interlink your service page or landing page. So this is how the strategy should be. It doesn't mean you need to hire a graphic designer or learn graphic designing. I've documented here in this video how I use an amazing AI tool to create infographics for me, which I can use for social media, and I can even increase my content relevancy if I embed that same image on my web page as well. Now, does this mean as a business owner, you will need to hire a social media marketing agency or spend more money than what you were doing before for organic marketing? No. We at NetMafia can help you not only post high converting service or product page, but can also provide you with informational driven content, which can be easily repurposed into YouTube videos and other entities, as I mentioned before. This way, you don't burn your generational wealth to sustain the market, but also be omnipresent and get a good positive ROI on your LLM marketing. If you're interested in working with us, you can click on the link mentioned in the pinned comment to book a call and see if we can be a good fit. But if you don't have a marketing budget yet and would like to do everything by yourself, I strongly recommend you to start with Google My Business first and work around optimizing and following all the steps that I mentioned in this video right here.